Guys, Professor Warden here, and this is the Trusten and Jeff show. We got Jeff from G2S TV.
What is good? How's
And
everybody doing?
We're going to be talking about the NBA YoungBoy case. I'm going to pull up the charges now, but,
I do know I heard something about a RICO case, which, if that's the case, not good, not good normally. But I'll let you pull them up so we can at least go off.
Yeah, that way we could give the exact charges.
Yeah, but from what I know, personal experience of having to go through a legal system, I've only been through a state system, but conviction rate is very high, man. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because the guy was really bit. I mean, he wasn't somebody I listened to. I know of him, heard a lot of him.
Okay. Here's the charges. He was arrested in Utah for 6 charges, including possession of a dangerous weapon by a restricted person and for a pattern of unlawful activity, both Class 2 felony charges. Let me see if I can find the other ones. The lesser charges include procuring or attempting to procure drugs, identity fraud, forgery, and possession of other controlled substances. So, he's got a lot against him right now.
Well, I wonder if he's got a previous record. That's the other thing. If he's got a previous record, it's all bad, which,
yeah,
I don't know. A lot of rappers these days, do have records, so.
Oh, yeah.
Man, yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, what's up?
What's up? But yeah, so, yeah, what you didn't read a RICO case, though. I didn't hear anything about a RICO case in them
It's
charges.
not showing anything on here.
Huh. Well, see, maybe people are blowing it up because that's something I did hear on a video, but I don't know, man. Our prison system ain't good. It don't really there's no real rehabilitation in it. That's for sure. So, for most people, I think it makes them worse. Yeah, I don't know. So, I guess we'll have to see and give an update, man.
Yeah,
as things go on. But the other thing I wanted to look up was Sebastian. I can't think of his name now, but I think he's still missing. I want to say Roberts.
What happened?
I think show number 2 we were talking about.
Oh yeah, that
15-year-old
case.
autistic
Yep.
kid.
The guy who went missing.
Yeah, so I was gonna look it up and see what I could find on it. Just
Yeah, that was a weird case, honestly. Where he just disappeared.
Yeah, you don't know if he ran away or.
Yeah, well, and he went missing. Was it the woods?
Sebastian.
Wasn't it?
I don't think it was the woods. His parents said he was at home, I think.
He just wasn't there at one moment.
Yeah, now I can't find it, which that figures. I know how to find it. Give me 1 second. But yeah, he was an autistic boy. I think his parents reported he went to school or he was walking to school and then he was never seen again. So,
man, that's a rough one.
Now I do know the dad came out and said some crazy allegations against the mom.
I do remember a little bit of that. That was a weird,
crazy case.
Yeah, it was a very, very odd situation the way it turned out because they still don't know, and then they started giving up the actual major search, and then they started putting their effort towards figuring out who did it.
Yeah, that's right. I think the FBI ended up coming in or something.
Yeah, and I wonder if they've come to some kind of a decision yet, or are they still at a standstill?
I don't know. I think the stepdad.
Are you Googling it?
I'm trying. I'm probably not searching it right, but here.
You're on YouTube. That's what you're searching.
Sebastian Rogers. I was right. I was wanting to say Rogers the whole time, but I was holding back. But hang on. I'll tell you a few more things. His father, Seth, was pleased for help. Of course, this was from 6 days ago, 3 days ago. They're saying he was never seen coming out of let me see. I'll turn the volume down on this. I just want to get a little more information. Because, yeah, I'd like to know if he was never seen coming out of his house, man. If there was like a ring camera to prove that, that's not good.
I'm looking for an updated case summary.
Good deal. You're probably the better one to be Googling stuff just because
He still hasn't been found.
Oh, never seen coming out of the home is what I'm seeing here.
Apparently, the father hired private investigators.
Really?
That's by a news station.
I know. I seen the live where the father actually made, like I said, kind of said that.
Oh,
this actually goes into something I've been talking about. The father said basically she had allowed an ex-offender to be around him, and I don't know. Them are the allegations he made on a live, so I don't know that they're true or not, but yeah, it's a crazy case, man. I've been following it a little bit here and there, and hopefully hopefully they find him alive and well, but at least if nothing else, hopefully they figure out what happened.
Yeah, be careful hitting that wire.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so he was last seen. Here's a summary for anyone who doesn't actually know. Okay, so he was last seen on Monday, February 26th, near the Stafford Court in Hendersonville, and has been missing ever since. The Sumner County Sheriff told News he briefly met with the private investigators on Tuesday, April 16th. The investigators reportedly went to research some of the area around Sebastian's home. Authorities covered miles and miles of land while searching for the missing teen in the days and weeks after he went missing. However, the search efforts haven't turned up any new leads, and the search for Sebastian took investigators as far as the landfill in southern Kentucky, where the trash in Hendersonville neighborhood reportedly goes after being picked up. Nothing was found during the search. Oh, that would be weird if he went into like a dumpster and got dumped in the trash compactor.
Oh, dude, that's terrible.
That would be horrible.
That would be. Well, yeah, okay, so I touched on the allegations from the actual father that he made against the mother. So this goes into what I've been talking about with you a little bit. Is recently I discovered that offenders, if they're not on parole, and as long as their parole officer don't make it one of their things not to be in a school zone, they're allowed to be on school property even.
Yeah, that's definitely messed up.
Yeah, and I found this out because I know one volunteering and at a church and doing it, and yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy that they would allow that, and it's crazy the church even allowed that too, because I feel they knew they know his background. I know they do, so that's where I disagree with that, man, 100%. And
yeah.
I just can't believe it because most people believe that, hey, if you're an offender, that type of offender, then there's rules with you being anywhere around the school.
Yeah, but that's only
reason.
If your parole officer tells you.
I know, but everybody believes there's this law that prohibits. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I wonder if it's a state-by-state basis.
I don't know. I know in our state, in Ohio.
Here, let me look it up.
I know in Ohio, like, unless they have the stipulations put on them, and I know this for a fact, man. I just really looked into it a lot, man, and it was shocking because most people believe that's, completely illegal. Now, the school can have its own separate thing, I guess, too, which can then be, if they're broken, maybe handled lawfully, but that's a school-by-school thing. But yeah, man, there's not been I've not been on YouTube as much this week, man, which is cool, kind of, because we've been doing I've been busy, man, and so I don't really got as much on my mind to talk about as far as like big topics on there, but I'm
trying to find what it is
in
different states.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's state by state probably, but I'm telling you, man. Like I said, most people think this is.
Okay, it means they can't live in a house near a school. They're allowed to be on a school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But do you see what I'm saying there? Like,
yeah,
they can't live within like 500 feet of it, but they can go there on a Sunday with the church and volunteer around a a whole bunch of kids
And that's a relatively new
doing
law.
similar things that they did to
It's a
actually
civil
offend-
penalty.
Yeah, and the creepiest thing about this guy is that's how he offended before, was being at a church, being a leader at a church, helping there, getting access to kids, and then that's how he offended and got caught. And then, like, you know, yeah, he might be just helping with parking or whatever, but there's 1,000 kids there for an egg drop, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it just baffles me that they're, like I said, you think they would not be allowed on school property. I mean, I could see if they were there for their kid, but other than that, it's nuts. It's nuts to me, man. And shout out to all them guys, man, like that are out there, like Skeeter Gene, that are fighting the good fight, exposing them guys, because I don't know that I could do what they do. I love what they do, though, man. And
Yeah. Apparently, they're not allowed in state parks, though.
and R.I.P. Bubak Shakur. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Bubak Shakur. Oh man, he's the guy who he used to. Okay, so he would do like the catch a predator thing that all the people do on YouTube. You know, where they pose as an underage person and they get the person to meet this what they think's a teenager. Well, he would be like, look, either I get to smack you legally and you agree to this, or I'm calling the police. And most of them would do it.
Yeah.
Like, he would do it. Like, he had a crazy Patreon that he would post this stuff on. But, yeah, man, I guess, he's
How'd he
passed away
die?
since then. I think he got shot in some type of other altercation. It wasn't, I don't think it was an offender.
Some other altercation.
And the Alaskan Avenger, that's another good story of someone, really.
Now, like I was talking about, though, sex offenders are not allowed on state park property in Ohio.
State park property?
Yeah, they're not allowed at state parks unless...
That makes you wonder, like...
Unless it's to the extent necessary to attend meetings of public bodies.
That's crazy.
So there'd have to be a meeting.
But wouldn't you protect... I mean, a park, I get it. But it's
this is a state park where there's like...
Yeah, but
like
what about...
bears and shit?
Yeah, you could... But where kids are, they're legally allowed. Like on playgrounds where you think they wouldn't be allowed unless it's a state park, they're allowed there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these rules that people think are there to protect you from these type of offenders aren't really there. They just believe they're laws. Because I'm serious, dude. Like, I mean, I've talked to a lot of people about this recently, and it's, kind of crazy, man.
And it also depends on the tier of sexual offense, because apparently there's like multiple tiers to it.
Yeah, I think there's 1, 2, and 3. I don't know. They're all creeps, in my opinion. They're all terrible people. That's the one thing I think anybody can redeem themselves from anything, but I think that's a special type of evil. But yeah, man. I don't know. That's just me.
Okay, so apparently tier 1, the individual are referred to as sexually oriented offenders, and it includes gross sexual imposition, voyeurism, promoting prostitution, pandering of sexual material, importing illegal use of minors for nudity-oriented performance or material, public indecency, imaging, stalking for intent, and unlawful sexual conduct with a minor all belong to this category. That's only tier 1, and that only lasts for 15 years. And you only have to register once a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But people
Tier 2 is habitual offenders. These include compelling prostitution, pandering involving a minor, child nudity or pornography, gross sexual imposition, unlawful sexual conduct, abduction, and human trafficking. That's only tier 2, and that's only lasts 25 years. Tier 3 is for life. They're predators, and it includes, if they, rape, sexual imposition on persons under 12 years old, sexual battery, felonious assault with sexual intent, sexual violence, or predation.
Yeah, but that's the crazy thing is we believe that these laws are in place to protect kids, and they're not really there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You've read the stipulations, said there's all these ways around these stipulations, and the way they're worded too,
I'm trying to figure out what they're not allowed to do. Here's the restrictions.
School, but they can go there every Sunday and help out or be around kids. Like, that don't make much sense, like.
Okay, only tier 1, they don't even have to notify their community.
See, that's, I don't know, man.
Tier 2, twice a year for 25 years. And tier 3 offenders must register for life every quarter or every 3 months. And they must notify the sheriff of the county of a change in residence, work, and other related matters. Failure to comply is a civil infraction. Apparently, anyone who got a tier 3 before January 1st, 2008 are under Megan's Law provision, while the newer ones are subject to Adam Walsh's Act.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that there's that many sick people out there. I don't know, man. Crazy world we live in. But, yeah, so
There's really not that many.
Hopefully, you know, like I said, Seth Roberts is all right, found alive and well, and, you know, hope if nothing else, the case is at least solved.
Yeah.
And justice is found for anybody who might have done anything. So, I don't know, man. I've not heard much about one of our favorite fitness influencers.
It's about Sam Sulek.
Yeah, Sulek. And you know who else I ain't really kept up with?
He's probably been uploading, though. We just haven't been watching.
What's Ross been up to? Look up Aiden Ross. Let's see what his last activities were.
He's probably just now starting up his kickboxing thing, because that was, like, on our 3rd episode.
That would be awesome if, is it for just any amateur YouTuber who wants to do it? Just anybody? Like, hey, Aiden, we want to come down to the gym and spar you,
so.
dude. That would be cool. As long as it ain't something like, you know.
Okay, apparently a day ago he tricked his viewers into smashing their own shit.
Really?
So there's videos of, like, people smashing TVs and shit.
How did this happen?
He just told them to smash their shit, and they did. I mean, that's all he has to do. He's got that many people.
Wow, dude. Wow.
When you're that big, you can literally just
smash your stuff, guys, and send me a video.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll say something about you. Like, that's crazy. It's really crazy, man. It's a crazy world we live in. Is that all comments down there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up, everybody in the chat? Give everybody a little shout out. Can you read the names off for us?
It's the Broken Survivor.
Right,
He's
Broken
the guy who's
Survivor.
been there.
Appreciate it. Appreciate any support from everybody.
Yeah, I made. Oh, you may not know. Okay, so I made the hard switch. I haven't been doing much gaming stuff because I don't have time. I work every single day of the week. And so I only have enough time to really, like, record working out and do podcasting now. Like, I'm not saying there won't be video game content. I'm just saying that it's going to be a lot, you know, fewer than my day-to-day life content. Because, like, I still like to do gaming stuff. I'll probably do, like, a series here and there. But right now, the time just, I don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good. At least you're sticking to the YouTube thing, cause
yeah, I'll still be around though for you to talk to.
It's crazy. How long have we been on YouTube? Cause we started
I started uploading long time ago. Like I had this email. I had this email when I was like 14.
This ain't your, cause there's one before this.
This was Workout and Gaming.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I just switched it over.
2014. Is that when I started mine?
Probably.
Didn't we start them at the same time?
Well, mine was around for probably a good 8 months before yours, just because it was an account I had to create anyway for.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I started doing live streams from my PlayStation.
Yeah, I know we started uploading around the same time.
Yeah.
But 2015, I think, is around when I did. But it's been a crazy ride. YouTube is it's a whole different world, man.
Yeah, you just got to keep going.
Like the communities are. I mean, it's cool because there's so many different communities on YouTube. I don't know if you've ever delved into YouTube, like, you know, like there's really a lot of small communities, a lot of big communities, and I mean there's all types of different troll communities to just commit. Like, I've noticed a lot lately of what they call lolcow content. Do you know what this is?
What is it?
They call it lolcow, so LOL cow.
Yeah.
So it's like a person that takes himself very seriously and everything, and then like but they're just like I don't know, they're like, they make themselves a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody they like to laugh at. But this content's actually like gotten really big, and like there's all these like, I don't know if they're hate groups, but like it's kind of great. Do you know King Cobra? JFS King Cobra or something?
To anything that's going on.
So yeah, it's just crazy. There's like some people on YouTube who like their whole community just hates them, but like they actually like this guy actually still does good from it, you know. Like he's got a career in YouTube, but a lot of it's like from trolls and haters, and it's kind of crazy. But I don't know. But my point to all that is there's so much on YouTube. I mean, you got Christian communities, you got fitness communities, you got powerlifting communities.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I mean, it really does open up the world. It's neat, man. Like YouTube, you can find a lot of good and a lot of bad on it, is where I'm going with it.
It depends where you look.
And it's been a learning curve for me, man, because like being an 80s baby, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what's cool about the podcast is like the perspective, you know, like you got, you're 20, we got 20-year difference, and you know, you get a cool wide variety of perspective from, you know, but yeah, for me, like it's a learning curve because I was used to like, I didn't go to a smartphone, I think, till 2013. Yeah. 2012, maybe. No, it had to be 2014, actually, when I made the switch. And, like, I remember I was like, I am not getting forced into getting an email. Like, you can't make me get an email, you know? Like, why would I have to have that? Like, and then now, like, 8 years later, and, like, I'm editing videos on YouTube. And, like, yeah, I mean, there's still a lot for me to learn. Because I've done a lot of mobile, but like it's cool, man. Like I said, I like doing it. You know, you can really reach anybody in the world through this. And like I met somebody that knew me from my content. Yeah, and that was the coolest thing because I'm not.
You gotta be careful, man. You're gonna unplug your mic.
I'm getting a little, but it was cool. Because I'm not a big YouTuber. Like, I've got some videos that maybe I think my best are like 10,000 view videos, maybe. But like, yeah, anyways, it was cool because like, yeah, this guy met me. He's like, man, yeah, I know you know, you did all that recovery content and da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, man, you know, it was neat. Like, you know, he took a picture and like, yeah, like it was cool to see like, I don't know, somebody from my own state, like just meet him like that. And you know, because I've always tried to be one that like, I try to answer every comment. You know, because like if you're gonna comment my video, like you're gonna give me some time, I'm gonna try to give you some time back, and like, you know, big thing on mine, like you can build cool communities on YouTube is what I'm getting at, like, and that's why I need to get, you know, just more consistent with mine to where I can get back to
we got 4 people on now.
Active community. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Yeah, man. Where's everybody from? Let's see that. Yeah. We'd like to know what city everybody's in, just to see, you know, see who we're reaching. But yeah, it was cool. Dude was from like Hillsborough or something. Yeah, Roy. Shout out Roy, man. We even talked about hitting that concert together that I was talking about wanting to hit on July 5th. So like, yeah, it was neat to see somebody that knew me from YouTube. I thought he was pulling my leg at first because I was editing, you know, I was starting to edit some of our workout videos, and like, I was like, oh, did he just see me on, you know, in shot and realize what I was doing, you know? Yeah. But, yeah, man, it's a small world sometimes, man.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a cool thing. Like I said, it gives you a reach across the world if you get on here and try to create something. And I mean, like, if nothing else, we're going to share a cool journey of, like,
we're going to be doing this for a long time. I mean, we're going to try to keep it every Tuesday and Thursday. That seems to be working out really well for us. Yeah. But once my weekends are open, then I'm going to actually be doing a lot of editing, and we may even throw an extra podcast in every week. Yeah. It really just depends on how our schedules work. But it may work out that way because, like, when we did a podcast on was it Sunday or Saturday, whatever 420 was.
Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, when we did one on, it was Saturday because that was the day I took off. Yeah, Saturdays worked out real well, you know. And I think 3 a week's just going to get us more than 2 a week, honestly. But I need to get my schedule all settled.
We're trying to work something out because I'd like to, we'll try to work something out because I'd like to do, you know, you know how we do with promoting cross platform.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely add more content in as far as the podcast.
Oh yeah.
And definitely check out the videos on both of our channels because we got a good journey going with this workout thing. And
Oh yeah.
tomorrow I'm going to try to make sure I record everything on my one device. And I'm going to try to record everything from like getting the coffee ready to, pulling up at the gym. And then we'll get our sets in. And but yeah, man, liking the early morning workouts, it's for sure. I don't know. But yeah.
We need to get some better microphones for our phone.
Yeah,
that's gonna help a
we'll
lot
upgrade
better
as we go. We'll definitely upgrade because I'm
definitely gonna make the switch
we've
over
been
to
at it 8
Apple
years.
soon. I'm actually with what my income is, I should be able to do it in a few weeks.
That's crazy. We almost been on YouTube like creating almost a decade.
Yeah.
Like I've never.
If only we were consistent for that decade.
I wish I would have. Yeah,
we were
it's
consistent
like
for
I
a
said, it's a
decade,
learning
like-
curve, man. It's a learning curve, and it's not.
I got the benefit of being at my age. Like I could put 8 decades into this if I wanted to, or 6.
Yeah. Well, I got a good 4 left. I think I can be a Jack 70-year-old.
Oh,
Still
definitely.
doing my thing. I mean, like I said, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, you're only as old as you feel, right? That's what I say.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, as far as moving on, the podcast, like, I wish we would have been more consistent, but at the same time, like, we got a lot of content that we created, and
now we've come to
learned so much.
we've unionized on what we want.
Yeah, well, that helps
Because
too.
we were both, I was all into gaming, you were all into like recovery and all that, so it kind of like, it really tore the channels into different directions, which just meant that we were on our own.
Yeah.
But now we're together in what we're doing, so it's gonna turn out better in the long run.
It will. I think, like I said, we're gonna do, I think 90 days. We're wanting to try to start getting some merch together, maybe.
I'm not gonna promise
I'm not gonna say
nothing.
90 days, but
it depends on how this goes.
we're wanting to stay consistent
Yeah.
90 days,
If-
and then really start working towards
Now,
getting you guys some cool stuff.
yeah, we're gonna take the steps towards branding and stuff like that. We're gonna make those steps, but merch is not something that really makes sense for us until we're actually getting like
Some
1,000 people per stream, or like thousands of views, because honestly it just doesn't make sense right now for us to put the resources into it.
I get what you're saying.
There's no point. It's better to wait until we're like, say, at 10,000 subs, or even 5,000 subs, but like a poppin' 5,000 subs.
Yeah, it depends on how you're doing. Yeah, the view count.
Yeah.
Subs don't.
You know what I mean? Like a
I know
poppin'
exactly
where
what
like
you're saying.
everyone's watching.
5,000. If you're dropping a video, out of them 5,000, at least 4,000 watching each video.
Now then it would make sense.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We will. I mean, especially we're gonna be consistent at it, and we'll get there. But I would like I said, I'm hoping. Like I said, share the videos so we can.
Oh, yeah.
we can get there to where we can.
Then we will get some merch.
Because man, we're gonna try to put together some cool shorts too, man. While we're at the gym.
Yeah.
We're getting used to kind of recording in the
We've
morning.
mostly been recording horizontal for video because we need video for every day.
Yeah. Hopefully, once we get like lavalier mics and everything, we'll be able to kind of do like a whole, take you through the whole deal. And
now, you know what we probably could do? Maybe record the intros and outros as shorts and link them to the video of the workout.
that wouldn't be a bad idea.
You know what I mean? And then what we would do is record 2 different ones. So we'd record an intro as a short and an intro as horizontal.
See, I think that's what people don't realize, like what we were talking about titles and description, like earlier when we were starting. The work that it's a lot more than people think.
Well, there's a lot of back end work because you could throw a video up, but it's like there's other stuff you need to do.
And try to get it out there. You do need to go in and tweak your description a little, or put some hashtags.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than you realize, is what I'm saying. So
definitely.
But I think the 8 years we have together, my 8 years plus however long, 9 you have or whatever, but like.
Just the
it's got us to where
experience
we
and
are
like
now, and I think it's going to help a lot moving forward. Because we're getting a lot more comfortable. Even keep. You don't realize to turn a computer on and be able to talk straight an hour or 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not as easy.
I mean, really, if you just think of it like a long conversation, then it's just fine.
Well, that's why people like podcasts, you know, and like it's the
It's something they can listen to in the car while they're doing a menial job, while they're cleaning their room, while they're exercising. Some people like to do that, like, or in the morning when they're just chilling and they're making their coffee and they're making their food and they don't really want to have to look at something. They just want something to listen to.
Yeah. Well, drop in the comments, y'all. Let us know what your opinions are on some of the topics we have too. Like, what do you think happened to Sebastian? You know, other things like that. You know, just let us know what you guys think. Also, any type of content you want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, because that's the one thing we definitely want to build a community over here, man. And like, we're trying to promote something positive, like you know, working out, man. Like. People, you know, trying to better yourself each day.
Once we get some wires set up and we can get another microphone, we need a third one that'll actually plug in properly. Then we can start bringing people on, and then that's when it'll get interesting.
Yeah, I got some good ideas. Like, I know a couple people we can bring on who are real YouTubers. They do a good job. They got some cool channels. One of the guys is really unique because he's shared a lot of real stuff on YouTube. Like,
yeah.
And I respect him for it because you know what? Like, he shared good, bad, and ugly, and like a lot of people who try to only show you the good. So like,
yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll have him on down the road, and a few other cool guests. Yeah, I got a couple people. Like I said, I might even bring back some old interviews from my channel because. Yeah, I said I got a few guys who've done a lot of cool stuff on YouTube that I've met. It's crazy how you meet people from YouTube, you know. I've actually met quite a few people. Shout out Kalichi. That's probably the biggest person I interviewed. Has a huge following, man. I think he's at like 500K right now. He's a rapper and
oh yeah,
he does like recovery rap, but I mean it's cool. He's got his own little like niche carved out, and like he's made it a career kind of, you know, and you gotta love that, man. Like when somebody's able to win
oh yeah, anybody who can just put the work in will get it.
Yeah. Yep. Dedication, determination, discipline, all that.
Yep.
Unplug this mic before we're done, guys. Hopefully not. But yeah, man, I'm glad. I like the vibe so far, and we're working on bringing you guys, you know, each time a little more professional feel to it, and you know, just we're trying to bring you a better vibe each time. So.
Oh yeah, and I'm not talking as much right now because I am exhausted. I've been out and about all day, introducing myself to people, getting out there, talking.
Tell them about the new job.
I don't want to go into too much detail
tell
about
it. Sales. Let's talk about sales.
But like, you know, I basically introduce myself to people, and then I tell them a little bit about the product, and then usually it's the manager I talk to if I can, and I try to set up a time that I can speak to all their employees. But, you know, it can get, you know, tiring because you can walk into a business and it just be one person. Or it be two people and they're staring directly at you the second you walk in the door, and it's like two military veterans and they're just like, you know, they're running a fitness studio and you're trying to explain stuff to them and they just do not get it.
They don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But you got that. I mean, you know.
But you just got to walk through because that's where the money's at, because you get paid to interrupt people's days.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's what just about any sales job where you are talking to other businesses or you are talking to other people, you are getting paid to interrupt their days, because if they come to you, you don't get paid as much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in very special circumstances, you might, but it costs money. So you're getting your money by going out there, interrupting their day, and making them see the value in what you are trying to sell them. And that is pretty much what I do. And it's honestly, it's fun. It's just tiring. You just get tired. Like 8 hours is like working like 14 at a different job. Like not physically, but just like on the mind.
Yeah, I think that's you know what I mean? Like,
Because I've worked 21-hour shifts before.
You've been
after a
burning the candle.
19-hour shift, like.
Yeah, you've been burning the candle at both ends though for a while, especially with getting through the sales school and some of that. So like,
Yeah.
I think the next couple weeks it'll it'll get easier.
Oh yeah,
You
and
know what I mean?
I'm just gonna keep at it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna keep doing this too, and we're just gonna see where I'm at in 5 years.
Yep.
You know.
Because we'll be back. We'll be here at least. You know,
Now I'm thinking in the next 6-7 months I might actually invest in getting an actual like legit like studio to be able to record in. Maybe longer, maybe shorter. Like it would, but the problem is though is with what I do. If I were to move somewhere, it would really dampen what happens.
Well, yeah.
Like I'd have to come and pick you up, and
yeah.
we wouldn't go to the gym. It would have to be literally like 5 minutes down the road.
Well, hopefully we got a while before. I mean, and hopefully we all. I mean, like I said, hopefully if we we'll talk about that on the road.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
But yeah, I mean, the plan is all to be same place for a while.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like, because I'd like Serrano to grow up with, the new one coming.
Yeah.
We got a growing family. That's kind of cool. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's interesting, man. Like, you get life surprises, that's for sure. But they're good.
Oh
man.
yeah.
They're good. But yeah, so we got a few more minutes, man. So I guess time.
We'll go till it hits the 40-minute mark.
That works.
Just because I
got what you're saying.
40 on here. It's like 6 more minutes.
Yeah, we're working on, work in progress.
Yeah, we've found that right now with how things have been going, like, we would have done the full hour if I'd have got back a little earlier, but I was out and about.
But we're going to keep it consistent.
Yeah, we're going to keep the consistency, though.
So, yeah, man. And, yeah, man, like, definitely everybody who dropped in, thank you. And, let's give us some stuff to talk about. What do you guys want to hear about, man? Like, or any vlogs you want us to make of our days. Like, it is what it is. I mean, I know you can only do so much through the day, but yeah, I think we got some interesting content to come, man. I do, because the more we can get our recording in the morning, once we get the lavalier mics, it'll make a big difference, man.
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, if you guys like want to see some real gym videos, uncut, and just what it's like, we'll be having them up, and then you'll see some funny clips, probably some people running into machinery. I won't say the names, but but we definitely get it in, man. Like we get a lot of sets in fast, don't we?
Yeah.
So
we just hit it hard and get it done in a timely manner, and it's the only way to do it.
Yeah, it's perfect, man. It's perfect, because you need about that 1 to 2 minute recovery, and so if you're doing it with just a partner, it's perfect.
Yeah.
3 people, it's too much, man, to train with sometimes,
Well, and it depends. If it's 3 people that are going at it,
yeah, as long as you guys, are all boom, boom, boom.
Then you can have one person resting while 2 people are going.
Yeah. As long as you got a decent.
Switch out.
Yeah. It's just lately, man, like we've been adapting to the new time too, like.
Oh yeah.
But I think there's probably going to be, I'm hoping Wednesday and Thursday might be a little deader. But
it might. Hopefully
in the next couple of weeks we'll have the lavaliers, and it'll be cool just to kind of record it all,
Yeah.
So, because I'm going to start setting up a tripod if we have to. I mean,
we've been doing okay with having to record what's going on. Now, camera angles wise, we're going to have to get a little better.
But I think that'll be cool with the tripod. Once people get a more, because we do pretty good at, we got good gym etiquette, so I think once people get used to what we're doing, it'll be cool, to where we can record the whole thing. So, and try to work on getting better.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter if they're used to it, as long as they're bold though. They love to just walk right in front of what you're doing. I get it. Okay, you need to be able to get where you're going, but at the same time though, if someone's standing real close to one spot and they're recording and they're not in the way of you, but you go out of your way to walk in front of them, and it's a little
that's
a little funny, just a little something. But
I didn't notice that this morning, but if I did notice
Oh
The
yeah.
guy walked by, but I didn't peep that it was like, if you got out of your way, that's dick, and you just might. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm gonna do my thing with recording there, and they're gonna have to deal with it.
We're
'cause, like,
recording anyway.
yeah. I mean, actually, like the staff likes us pretty well. I feel like.
Yeah, we do. We do all right with the staff.
Yeah. I mean,
Now, guys, that was 40 minutes. That was another successful show. This is number 5. We're already what is it? We're already 1/4 of the way to being in the top, like, what is it?
I think it's like top 10, top 5. It's a
Top
staggering
10% of podcasts.
It's a staggering number that don't ever make
We're
it there.
already on our way up there. So
Yep.
we're already 1/4 of the way there.
And once we get there, it's going to 100.
Yep.
Then 1,000.
And 10,000.
All right.
All right,
Everybody
stay
have a blessed one.
tuned for the next one. Have a good one. I'm Trusten. He's Jeff. I'm Professor Warden. He's G2S TV.